This game makes me so sad. So I think this is a CCG that did something really special, but it's dead now. Now, to be clear, there still are players, like you can still queue in the game, and the game is still playable, but there's been no updates for years, and it feels like it's a game that's been, like, forgotten about. So, this game has a bunch of factors, and we're actually going to be playing puzzles. It's not just putting a CCG on a channel. There's this $10,000 cash prize is for a tournament that's 4 years old. Anyway, here's the puzzles. I must have played these puzzles like 4 or 5 years ago. So good luck remembering the solution. Also, there was a puzzle pack, which I actually bought that 4 to 5 years ago. And there's some puzzles I still haven't solved in that. And why are these not even in the correct order? Yeah, let's just play. So I hope you appreciate it, even though this isn't the type of game you normally see on my channel, I guess, that the mechanics will be simple enough to explain. Like, this is just a 4-4. It can move or attack. Note this, that it has to move and then attack. It can't attack and then move. But here you want to take out this taunt, which has last words gain 2 life, so I'll kill it, and then the opponent will gain 2 life. But also I have this jumping creature, so it can move 2 spaces instead of 1. And I just do this, hit the enemy, and boom, dead. Now as for puzzle 2... Where the hell is puzzle 2? What the... So, next, yes, we just skipped to puzzle number 3. This is showing off another mechanic of the game, harvesting these Faeria wells. So we have a creature with haste. I'm just going to hover over all these. So, notice there's also a yellow faction card. It requires 2 yellow lands to play it, but we do have the 2 yellow lands just as the starting position. I'm going to put it there. It has haste so it can harvest immediately. And then I can move it here to the other Faeria well. In real games, it's also part of the design where it encourages you to play for board control because then you can harvest instead of like keeping all your cards in hand and trying to set up some combo in the hand only. This is also a haste creature. So now we have 3 Faeria to play this buff. Give a creature +2/+4. Okay. Puzzle 4, I mean, if these get too easy, I do remember it being easy at the start. I may just skip like 10 levels ahead if that happens, but here we have a water. So this is called the power wheel. In the real game, you can use it once per turn. Of course, for some reason, this puzzle doesn't show you the entire power wheel, even though the puzzle is blatantly obvious anyway, but we can move this. We don't attack this. We do not care about attacking it. We're just there to place the water, because we can place new lands either adjacent to our original lands, like adjacent to these waters, or adjacent to creatures. Even if they're on enemy land, I just put it here. And now this thing has jump and haste, and also has 3 attack. So, boom. So I figure, like, I should mention that as any good CCG should have, there's different factions and color identities with their archetypes. So here, I have a creature with charge 3. Also, I can try to harvest here. And you see I have both blue and yellow. Move a friendly creature, and move a land. I believe when you move a land, the creature comes with it as well. So is this actually like just easy? Because you can do that. And now, like, this is aquatic, by the way, so it can't move on normal land. It can only move on water and the empty ocean. But anyway, just move this closer and win. Alright, we're just gonna skip 30 puzzles ahead. What the hell is this puzzle ordering, dude? Okay. So we have the full power wheel unlocked, finally, right? So I could place 2 generic lands. And I could also, like, decline, which is cool. Sometimes in a real game this matters. You can place one of the lands, do something else, and then place the other. I can place any of the other color lands, or I can gain 1 fairy or draw a card. Although we don't have a card in the deck, so... Although, wait, that might have been part of the puzzle, because whenever you are dealt damage, gain 1 Faeria. And I just... This feels like it's enough to potentially gain enough to cast Meteor. I'm just doing part of the puzzle by accident, huh? Whenever an enemy creature dies, deal 1 damage to your opponent, but also, this also feels maybe relevant. Okay, I'm starting to think that I actually didn't do the right thing there, because the enemy has 3 health, and I should obviously Freedom Fighter with haste, but I don't have a land nearby, so that's not going to work. The enemy's creatures also have this deal damage to your opponent, deal damage to your opponent. It's very clear that it's actually quite easy to deal damage to myself, and I didn't really need a Meteor. I mean, like, I didn't need to attempt to draw a card. So let's restart. So this thing, give a target creature +2/+2. I could give it to the opponent's creature, and then these would die as well. Hopefully that didn't kill me. Alright, I'm at 1 health. And this is enough to cast both Meteor and 2 generic lands that I can use Freedom Fighter on. There you go. They should have went all in with this joke, and the final page should have, like, puzzle 1,000 or something. So they could say there's 1,000 puzzles in this game. So we start with a Windstorm Archer. Range, whenever we play an event, which is like a spell, in other words, like not a creature, our entire hand is full of spells. Flash Wind, move a friendly creature, or pay 2 to move an enemy creature. Kalim's Trailing gives a creature +1/+0, flying, and charge 2. So charge 2 is like that jump ability you saw at the start, but it, like, the jump ability can also make non-straight line moves. +1, here, there's +1/+1 in jump, and move a land. So there's a taunt thing in the way. The enemy has 12 health. When we play event, this gains +1/+1, and when we play an event, this gains +2/+0 this turn. Man, I remember this being so OP, like in the actual game, like at some point, at one point. It was like a 2/4, wasn't it? And it got nerfed. Anyway, this shimmering statue is a big problem for us. It's like taunt, maybe we move it, just move it out of the way. I'm not sure how this Windstorm Archer can move to somewhere far. This thing in the description, it literally says it cannot move and attack in the same turn. Also, I believe this structure does not count as a creature. So taunt, like, you can't even move away from a taunting thing. I have no land placements. I guess we could wonder how something would add to 12, because if I move this away, there could be some jumping action. I'm just gonna try and see, you know? So we get all these buffs. However, we have no land to put that on. So I'm only dealing 5 damage with this line. I don't have the Faeria to cast the flying thing. Although, if I moved... Okay, I can see it. You just move it... So, you in fact do move this in range. Now cast this... Oh... Not quite satisfied with how, like, I don't have Faeria left. This is actually still a problem. I don't have the 4 attack to kill... Also, it's in the way. Obviously, I wanted to get the Faeria from this Faeria well. I guess I could do that, but, like, that spends the attack, doesn't it? So it's not even good. Alright, that was a waste. Well, it was shockingly close to be able to deal 8 damage, right? What if instead... I'm gonna move this here, so now I'm aiming at the enemy directly. Then I do that, and... Oh, that's only 6 plus... That was only 6 plus 4. Okay, how about we just do this to gain the Faeria? Still kill it this way. I mean, this is the first time I actually killed it, isn't it? Now, I could do this. Don't attack yet, because we can still cast this, but watch. I'm going to give this thing the charge, too. So now the Flash Wind, it moves the ally creature, you know, as if with its normal moveset. And in this case, I gave it charge, too, and flying, so it's capable of making that move. And hey, wait a minute. I'm going to deal 13. Alright, there we go. I recognize also that the thing, like... I hope that it didn't look like a rule break if you were watching along, because it says it can't move or it can't move and attack at the same turn. But it's referring to its attack being spent if you move it normally, not if you move it with a special spell. Okay, the next puzzle is a dude. What the heck? When you're dealt damage, gain 1 again. This enemy has last words, deal 2 damage to me. I also have drain 2 life, deal 2 damage to a creature. If it dies, deal 2 damage to its controller. And a bunch of wind soldiers with haste and charge 3. Also another weeping idol. I mean, is there a reason to not just dump this anywhere? Apparently I can also place this weeping idol anywhere. I didn't even know that was a thing, but I guess it makes sense. Like, unlike with the creatures, which can only be placed on their color. Like, I can only place yellow on yellow lands, for instance. So I won't have enough Faeria to do the things that I want to do, unless, like I spend it. I'll drop that. Like, I'm clearly using 2 wind soldiers. And when I take damage, I'll gain 3 Faeria because of all these weeping idols. And I could use Sleeper's Wrath to intentionally induce this, but that is only 1 Faeria net. I could also consider placing a yellow land here so I could harvest it since these things have haste. Like putting a yellow on this location. I wonder if this is literally the draw card meme. I can do this. Wrath, if it dies, deal 2 damage to me. Lol. Okay, puzzle 33. I hope it's an intentional detail that you use the thing that is so 3-themed. I remember this being overpowered. I don't know if it's overpowered anymore. But gain 3 life, copy the top 3 cards of your opponent's deck. They cost 1 less than are wild. You cannot wish for more wishes. Theming's awesome on this card, but like you can clearly see that in a real game, the land requirement is really big. Freedom Fighter, Wind Soldier, Haste. Of course, they have Haste and Destroy a Creature. We could also cast that again if we wanted to. So, on this side, last was your opponent draws a card. Oh, the opponent has 4 cards in deck. So if this dies, then we get to see what the last card is in their deck. Because they draw a card, now the top 3 cards, there's going to be one that's different. Ostrogoth, Hand of Oblivion. Flying Haste Charge 13. Fairy Wells are empty. You also happen to have 13 health, so that's very suspicious. Yeah, 3+3+3+3 was not ever gonna do it, so therefore you need this, apparently. Well, I already lost 3 Faeria. I didn't need to cast both copies of 3 Wishes, and I can use a Wind Soldier to destroy. Wait, I had a 4 attacker, though. That math was bad. It wasn't 3+3+3+3 because I technically had a 4 attack on the board, so maybe this is bait. So was it Charge 13, it said? So if I do this, cast it. Yeah. Now I gain the... Wait, I don't even need the gain Faeria. It costs 12. Well, anyway. It's a wild... Oh my god, dude. It's wild, so it doesn't matter where I put it. I don't remember if this is actually a card you can actually play. I don't recognize this at all in the real game. It probably because it costs so much, and like, I love the Charge 13. I just love when games do that, because you know the board is never going to be 13 size, like there's no way, but still, it's awesome to see. I think the max charge that would actually do anything is like 5 or something. Anyway, let's just cast it and enjoy it. Alright, so the next puzzle, so we have a 5/6. This has taunt. Like, a lot of enemies in front have taunt as well. This one has... The dash one doesn't matter. The dash only matters when you summon it, and this is already on the board. +3/+0 against gods. So, I can deal a killing blow with this, even though it seems to only have 3 attack, and the enemy has 4 health. Because it has bonus attack against gods, I can kill it. Choking Sand. Destroy a creature with 3 attack or less. Drain 2 life from a creature. Or I can change another creature's attack to be equal to its life. So hold on. Let's kill that. It will gain 2 life, but 6 is still a value it can kill. Now, oh shoot, this is in the way. Oh god, I forgot. But, like, the life interaction will also matter, probably, with these. Ah, damn, I thought I had it. So 3 creatures that all seem to be super in the way. Okay, I can tell I don't have a deck, because there's no cards. Like, there should be cards beneath this icon, if there were cards to draw. I'm just gonna restart this. So I noticed if I can destroy this Grove Guardian, I can just, like, maneuver my way over here. Yeah, I can choke this. Yeah, I mean, like, breaking through 3 creatures is, like, impossible, because we have no ability to get rid of all 3 of these, but I can do this. Now, set up the Enchantress. Its attack will become 3 to be equal to its life. Then I can just kill it, and there we go. Soul Drain is a joke. We can even put a fire mount. We don't even have a reason for a mount, but there we go. Okay, next, this is another puzzle all about movement with blue and yellow. So Wind Soldier is back. Flying can be summoned adjacent to friendly creatures, which means you can chain together spawning of those. Move a land. Kalim's Follower, we've seen that as well before, to haste this +2 against gods. Move Windgate. I think this can be activated immediately. It's a structure where it can summon stuff. Man, we're just gonna chain together something that hits, right? And there are only attackers that can actually move, because this is not an attacker. I mean, it is an attacker, but we needed to spend a turn, and all these are 1-turn lethal puzzles. So, Wind Soldier and Kalim's Follower are the things that are going to give us the kill here. This puzzle also isn't about Faeria management as well. I think we have enough Faeria to cast all of these without getting lost in the sauce of harvesting. Let's try to imagine I put the Windgate here, then summon something. That doesn't quite make it. What if it was on here instead? I can move the land on it as well. Summon something. I'm still not on a land in my visualization. Okay, I think I sight solved it without trying anything. Like, honestly, I really do need to practice that sight solving, but I think it's obvious that a desert land needs to be here, because it can move on to that neutral enemy land, and then, like, the thing that I drop on it will have to move away so that both creatures can be summoned. I'm gonna put this Windgate here. Move it here. Now this Windgate also has the ability to move, so I can do this, summon the flying. Now, the flying creature can be summoned on the sea, because that's what flying is. I put it there. Put it there. Now, there we go. This video is probably going to be 3 to 4 hours long if I actually do the puzzle, so I'm instead going to do a puzzle from the DLC. Yes, the paid DLC. That was my only purchase in this game, and man, I don't know if their random pricing structure change was a success. Like, this used to be a free-to-play game. Now I'm not sure what it's like, the experience is, if you buy this, because they changed it so you can, like, get all of the cards, like, at a pretty quick pace compared to the standard system. But something about how they were releasing content was, like, not good enough. Like, I certainly remember feeling annoyed that other players were playing with paywalled entire expansions while I was stuck with my cards unless I paid. And now the game's dead, it feels like an even worse deal, which is just sad that I've actually never played a match with these DLC cards. Anyway, on to this puzzle I never solved. Give a creature haste for 1. When a friendly creature dies, this drains the attack. This costs 5 and is charged 2. This special card art is like, it's a draft mode exclusive card, and it's intentionally overpowered, and it features in this puzzle, so you summon 3 2/4 creatures. And Emerald Salamander. Deal 2 damage to adjacent enemy creatures and give adjacent friendly creatures +2/+2. It's also a multicolor card. It's either spawnable on red or green. And what do we have here? Enemies with Plague Bear. Plague Bear, last words, deal 2 damage to all creatures. This thing. Give friendly creatures summon adjacent to the creature -2 and flying. It also has a wild icon on it, but this doesn't matter for this because we didn't summon it, and it doesn't matter. And Queen's Guard. That Queen's Guard is in the way. How is this even possible? Wow. Probably about this, right? Because like a ton of friendlies can die. But not even that many could die. You could drain all the 6 attack from here. We could buff all of them. We could buff everything that we summoned. It's going to take a while to harvest it all. So we could buff all these by 2 so that we would get 12 attack from this card. We would get 4 attack from this card. Isn't that only 16? We're also going to have to spend these yaks on hasting over to Faeria Wells. Actually, like, them being all potentially adjacent is interesting there. Nice bug! Chess battle advanced. Anyway, the nature of this Plague Bear, too, is that it'll deal damage to all creatures, including other Plague Bearers, so if we kill one, the rest will also be killed. Not great for Shaitan Monstrosity, which health is at 5. We could make it 7 with the Salamander, I guess. Though the ordering of this doesn't even make it seem like it works. It looks like the damage happens first, unless, I don't know. I mean, again, we need to get... What the? This game is bugged as I can't even move anything. Anyway, let's summon the things. Slowly. I mean, why does it look like I can move this thing? I shouldn't be moving this, though. This is... What if I don't want to move it? Okay, Oh, the reason is they get -2. Okay, sorry about that. I mean, the behavior is still weird, but the reason I still have the ability to move with these, because the -2 keyword is that when summoned, I can move the creature 2 spaces. And then it still has to move, because the dash is not its original move. Okay. So I can gain Faeria, I do need to get them all. How, I really don't know if this will work at all. Like, this is charged 2, this doesn't even... The positioning of this does not seem the most friendly. Because look, it has charge 2, right? And it also has dash because of, you know, where I put it. But this is nowhere near my salamanders. I guess I could go here, here. That's 2 things that... I mean, 3 things, 3 allies that it hits. So hopefully after this... Oh, it can dash. Oh, God. Let's see the ordering. We do need to know the ordering. Okay, it's very good. The heal comes first. Well, there you go. Oh, this is going to take a while. Okay, so knowing the ordering was important. I think I got it now. Because the dash that I keep forgetting about. Alright, everything's gone. But that's only 18. So if I give this, I'm only dealing 18. Okay, so let's... So the target square can be up, right? It can be surprisingly more up than I thought. Because I can do this, put it here, which doesn't even kill anything. But it should be okay, because the thing I can use to kill is this. Now everything takes damage. And Why wasn't I able to solve that before? I guess past me sucks. I also didn't do this Rain of Fish challenge. I wonder if anyone will come to watch me play, like, the rest of the puzzles that past me already solved. Like, so this is a mess. I have 27 Faeria. Famine deal 1 damage to all creatures. Last words deal 2 damage to all creatures. I also have some cards in the deck, which I need to see, probably. The next creature plays this turn costs 4 less. It dies instantly, but it gets on-reveal effect, basically. On-reveal effect, huh? Nice pay-to-win mobile game Freudian slip. And then we have give a creature +1/+1 for each friendly creature. And then this Swarming Carassius, which can be summoned adjacent to friendly creatures, so like that flying guy in the other one. But it also summons a new one for each friendly one that died this game. So we want to kill a bunch of these, obviously. And somehow something is haste. Okay, the extra cards that we draw must be involved, so we have to draw those to see how it's like. I don't know. Whole point is that eventually we're gonna kill them all anyway. Wait, that wasn't the right... whatever. Again, doesn't really matter. That wasn't the right thing to do. Okay, so here we go. We have another Plague Bearer. Give a creature haste. So I think we're like making waves of dead Carassius, right? That's the idea. How many are gonna happen? We got 4 this time. So we can use the Plague Bearer and then Famine to get rid of them all. Like, we know this isn't gonna work, of course. Like, we of course don't have anything close to the correct turn effort. Also, we didn't put anything nearby, but if we did have anything nearby, we give it haste and then the gift. That's 11 already. So when do we want to cast the failed experiments of dying instantly? Probably immediately, right? I don't really see where else you would put them. Like, why would you want to wait to do that? Then just summon as, like, early as you can, right? Since we already have a doubling scam going on. I like how I'm addicted to calling any doubling a doubling scam. Even if it's not really scammy. Also, where the hell is my Famine? Also, things are getting... the screen shake threw all this stuff off the screen. Okay, whatever I did order the Plague Bearer very poorly. Unless this is unless the other Plague Bearer is a joke. Okay, hold on. I don't think I did this right. We have 14. We were supposed to failed experiment on one of the Plague Bearers. I forgot that we didn't get a second Famine copy. And also at the very end, I can just play 2 of these, and it's like, it's as if playing 2 of these is like its own double, right? So really, right now, we should just kill immediately. So, kill the 2, instead of like trying to triple it up or something. There's just absolutely no need to have a tripling step. 4... Alright. Blah. And now we're gonna spawn 8 with this one. Do give this haste. And then, you know, spawn another 8. And then +1/+1 for each, and there we go. Yo, I leveled up. It's too bad you can't use the gold for very much now, since the game is set up so you can basically get all the cards too easily. That's a psychological problem, that like the game feels complete when you have all the cards, so that's why CCGs prevent you from doing so. There's the gold, which, by the way, why do a lot of the gold cosmetic card border effects look worse than the freaking normal one? I don't like the look of it on neutrals. Who the heck am I complaining to? Anyway, the finale. I love that, like, I'm doing this video of solving the puzzles that past me couldn't solve. Somehow. So we have 1 health, drain life, we only have 5 cards in hand, 27 Faeria. Okay, there's a lot to look at. And I can copy enemy creatures, which seems important. When this is dealt damage, deal much damage back to your opponent. Flying in charge 2. The 7/7 sitting here. An aquatic charge 2. We don't have cards in decks, so I don't think this is relevant. We don't even get a power wheel thing here. This is just a 3/5 since it's not going to be attacking. Okay, this is just a 10/10. A lot, like, the gift is like the on-play effect, so it doesn't matter. Like, none of the gifts matter in this scenario. Well, no. Yes, it does, because I'm going to copy these effects potentially, which does mean that I might as well, like, of course, this is what you would expect, right? Aquatic, move this off. God damn it. Alright, I guess we're just gonna do this the manual way.
The sky is only the beginning.
You mean draw 2 cards of an empty deck. Chess Battle Advance. Okay, I'm gonna show this anyway, but I remember this is a draft thing that is a 6/6, and that's all. And since it doesn't have haste, there's no point in using that option. And the last option, the sky is only... Anyway, choose a friendly creature, all your other creatures become a copy of it. So, none of them have haste, but this is actually, like... This is quite some potential, because you do this, cause ear destruction, but this is charge 2. This is only +1 attack. So, right now, even if there were no enemy minions, I still don't have the kill. Battle Rager, also, like, that could deal 7. Like, imagine that I... Actually, I don't know how this works. Like, if I deal damage to it, does it deal 6 or 3, because it only has 3 health? It deals 6, okay. By the way, if you're wondering what the if becomes wild part of this means, it changes its color cost into just wild lands. So this thing is like 1 fire land. We don't have a fire land, but if I manage to steal this, then it would just become wild, and I wouldn't have to worry about the fact that it's supposed to cost fire. Yet I don't have a fire land. Well, not cost fire, you get what I mean. Now, the thing is, of course, if I use this Battle Rager, if I'm planning to use it, then I'm going to need to find a way to survive the hit. And I only have +3 health, right? Nothing really gives me extra health. Unless Radiance. So if I copy that, it'll be 1 life, because I only have 1 life right here. Then I will heal a bunch. I'll heal for 4. Well, why is this farm boy here? It seems too out of range to do anything. It's also suspicious that I don't get this kill, because I spent the creature copy there. This is not useful at all. This thing, your legends cost 1 less. I don't know. I don't think this is going to be useful. It's a copy. Anyway, let's pretend that I wanted to heal, even though this probably isn't the way to go. See, we need to get rid of the 10/10 to do this. This seems impossible.
The sky.
Where the hell is your voice muting option? Actually, a detail that I cannot ignore here is that all your copies become a copy of a creature. And that could copy this thing, and that's extremely powerful to copy. But I do need to charge into it first. I only see a way to do that 1 time so far. I could also, and this is interesting because I could have done this earlier. And I wouldn't have to do the stupid Radiance copy thing. By the way, is this game freaking doing server validation? Why is there lag in this single player experience? Anyway, you see that from here I can do this, then make this happen, then strike for 10. And that could suddenly enable so much, right? So let's use this. That Battle Rager is still suspicious to me. I haven't done anything with it yet. Anyway, we have a copy. It costs 3 now, but whatever. I don't think the fact that it can dash is useful to us at all. I just realized you could copy your own Auracite Dreams Deep. I feel like there's no way it would be so RNG, though. We're not going to assume that's what it is. Hey, this is not the way I thought this would go. I thought we would be using that 4-attack creature and turning it, but now I think I'm making copies twice of this. We don't have the Faeria to do what I want to do. But this idea is the one that I super want to happen. Oh, do you see what I'm trying to do here? Well, hold on, because there is one guy who can't, like, something is just unlocked with this option. Which is the farm boy can now give some Faeria. It's only 1, I am 1 Faeria short. But the thing I'm using is the fact that this is flying charge 2. Then I want to convert... Oh, wait. It's gone. Okay, but even if it wasn't gone, the point stands. I don't have enough... Shut up! Faeria to cast this, and I wanted to do this on the 10/10, right? I guess I also gotta test this interaction, by the way. Wait, I suck at this game. Hold on, what I was actually trying to do is... If I do this, does this creature just die instantly? It doesn't. It's still on land. Despite it's just floating on the chest. Fine. But still, like, the transform won't let you cheat the expending moves part of it. Okay, so I want to try some Battle Rager stuff. Like, stealing the Battle Rager, then hitting into the Radiance. Maybe. I kind of want to Kalium's training the Farm Boy. This one could hit it. Oh, so now we need life in order to not die. I did that in the wrong order. Right, we surely need this guy, right? And now I don't know who is going to get the other one life spend. Probably you. Whatever. Now this goes out of the way. It's also kind of cursed it goes out of the way. Because, like, where the hell is it going? I should have put it left. Okay, now... Right, we still have life. Hold on. Do this. Now we have the life to not die. Because that's going to deal 2, which is the amount of damage that dealt. Wait, hold on. Oh my god, you can't do that! The damage comes before the drain or something. So this also means, like, well, I guess it meant that I can't just, like, spend all 3 on this thing, because it'll just kill me first. So I could try to steal the Radiance, which already doesn't look great. By the way, I think I should show this off. I mean, maybe you've already seen the interaction, but just in case. That dashing doesn't count as, like... It's not an active creature, so it's not going to harvest. We definitely needed to convert. This still. Grab the medallion. I don't think this works. Like, we need to slam into the Radiance, but now we don't have enough creatures that can actually slam into it. I don't know. We'll use the... Let's check it out, at least, to enjoy the interaction, but I'm pretty sure we don't have it. Yeah. You know, I'm back to this situation, which is, you know, remember when I was trying to do this? This time I did not cast Radiance yet, though. I find something is interesting about this situation. So, of course, I don't have the Faeria to cast both of these. I would if I was at 1/6. And Radiance's Faeria cost equals your life. So imagine this being 1 Faeria, and there is actually a way, like, this could work. And it uses this thing, too. Now, we already screwed it, but yeah, I like this idea. It's cool, too. It uses the Battle Rager, too. Okay, so let's rewind. So it's just a slight variation on what I did before that one time. Grab both of these. You're gonna need to get a copy of it. And cast this again. So the key move here is we copy this. To be honest, I kind of remember some Spaghetti-O with, like, whether the units affected would remain with their move plus attack action, but I think they do. So, we now move these. We can still do, because that's a jump. We can jump 2 spaces, but here's the move we need to do. Bam! Lose 3 life on purpose, so now Radiance is 1. And there we go. Wow. Well, it only said I gained 100 gold. Anyway, I think that's it. Well, obviously, I haven't shown all these puzzles off. But for me, this has closed the book that both past me and current me has done. But yeah, anyway, I just wanted to mention this game. I know freaking all these cards have new on them for some reason. Of course, I don't completely know what it's like to replay the game all over again, because, I mean, I know all of the archetypes at this point. Like, I say that, but without having any of the DLC content. Yeah, I mean, if you buy this game and not the DLC, like, wouldn't it just feel so bad to play PvP if you don't have a large amount of the card pool? Here's the neutral gold cosmetic I was talking about that I didn't like. Anyway, I doubt people will be spamming comments on this, clamoring for playing the rest of the puzzles that I probably don't remember. I just want to share this game that I have fond memories with and deserve better in my opinion. Some of these devs went on to make an STS clone game, and okay, I'm going to stop before this turns into a mocking video. Anyway, bye.